6 times knocking on the door. No response, but hey, you're ready back to back. Death times are running on a midnight train. Back to back. Conscience is swimming to the air. Back to back. Cannot let anyone do it again. Back to back. I can no longer pretend. Give me a break, you're down. Just wanna get by my desk again. Lazy down. What a heavy day. Now you hear the rumble from the ground, yeah. Trick, cheat, frog like clowns dancing round, yeah. Don't let it be, oh let it be, since I'm the traitor. 6 times knocking on the door, while a chance of God is standing back to back. Death times are running on a midnight train. Back to back. Conscience is swimming to the air. Back to back. Cannot let anyone do it again. Back to back. I can no longer pretend. Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get by my desk again. Lazy down. What a heavy day. We made a contract with the clown and had a high old time.
Ooh, is that the best you can do?
It's true purpose, oh yeah. Not knowing we had given up everything we had lived. All of the options, the extra fear and this feeling back to back. Death times are running on a midnight train. Back to back. Conscience is swimming to the air. Back to back. Blade is already on a juggler vein. Back to back. It's now or never left.
I think a microphone might be acting up today, but we'll see what happens.
Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get back to that
It's been disconnecting a few times, it seems.
heavy day.
Hello, Jebediah, Abijit, Aki, Gundam, and Vincent, alongside Rosano. This is not the right song right now, seriously! You didn't even last one! Okay. Not that one either. Where's a good one right now?
You say this world is strange.
Not this one yet. Not this one yet.
Bless me frosting on the concrete. Such a sweet disguise.
This one should be fine. Yeah, but there's the Rosano. You just have to be just a few seconds later. And then maybe it'll happen. Okay, so Tori's on the list already. Okay, fine. Sadness that she is. Same with Jack, and that's about it. I don't know why they had to ruin that, or at least weaken them. They're not ruined, but seriously. Yeah, Geki didn't show up in time. I'm still technically late, but even then. Who is there?
Where there is no beginning and no end. Well, I be like that. And you do work.
That's good. When is he gonna become properly playable again, huh? Still at least fast enough, but where does his super suck? Doesn't even count as one at this point. Kimberly gets to keep a permanent crit effect on an assist, and yet here we are with Zanaku, who's incapable. Seriously. Seriously, incapable of just keeping their blocks unavailable.
Copy that.
We already knew he does. It doesn't fix his problems. V2 the Psycho Green stab does not fix his actual problems. It's only Tori right now. The only one that's been requested. In terms of Psycho Green, that V2 attack on his stab, that really doesn't help him at all. His actual problem is the fact that he can never get away with actually getting to his more powerful breakers. There's plenty of other changes, but that's an old one. Technically, by now, because of the other patch, that's an old one. Well, what? Nope. And wow, I was about to say Wild Bite. Anyway, Savage Wall again. And again, Savage Wall. Go away. Wolf Bite. The proper name, but I don't know why I said that one. Maybe Wild Force is what I read, but man, at least that hits. Get rid of this block. It's useless. Wolf Fight! No. Savage Maul, you've been interrupted. Full Moon, Moon Rising. You have lost your blocks. There we go. They can obviously just, yeah, that happened. At least it worked. At least it worked to an extent for them. You're not gonna use another block, or what's happening there? Okay, there goes your block. And then Amelia. Listen, you're a little trigger happy there, Rosano. I did not even need to press any buttons yet. I was still recovering. A little trigger happy there. A little trigger happy. Please make sure to keep an eye on the camera, people, if you see me go silent, because I don't know if the microphone wants to disconnect every so often. It disconnected twice today already. I know that because the light turned blue again. So if you don't hear anything, please say. Because at that point, I think I might have to go change where the USB is connected to it. Anyway, now we just wait. Cat is here. Door is closed, but it's still cold. Yes, I know a lot of people, other people are melting right about now, but still. May use anyone except Coda and Hyperforce Jack. Those are the two banned characters. Everything else is allowed. Just be normal. Wolf Bite! Nope. Okay, I get to be faster. Not there. Not there this time. That's a block. And for Abijit, I have not watched it specifically. I know it exists, I have not cared to. I've seen pictures of it, I haven't actually looked at the actual trailer. There's no point in doing so to begin with. That's the only reason. There's no reason to begin with. Merrick does his job. He's not strong, that strong compared to other ones, but he's able to do his job. Proper buffs to older characters that are incapable of functioning on their own. That's the ones that matter. For example, if a character can't fight by themselves, that's required to be fixed. If they're required to use an assist, you're stupid. An assist should not be fixing the character's problem, it should be filling gaps where they are missing things. Not literally instants running around. We do not need to see those stupid assists. Filling in missing things would be literally breakers or strikes. Cards are the only things that should be the problem. That's the simple fact. If you don't have a strike, you use an assist for it. If you don't have a breaker, use an assist, or same thing goes for a block. You don't use it to engage. That's the simple fact there. You don't use the assist to try and engage. Anyway, that's their block. It's their only one, but we all know we're to expect. We can threaten him, but that's about it. Wow, ignored. Ignored. Good enough. Well, all we know is that at least they made use of the special cancel, but it looks a bit weird. Especially with how late they use it. As long as they cancel before the first hit, it looks like it at least keeps it ready. Yeah. Camille is still not allowed to be instant combo starter. Same goes for Ollie. There's still 3 costs. Doesn't matter if you slowed it down, it's still the fact that it's the instant combo starter. So I don't know what they're on. Seriously. We still have our 4 costs known as Dino Thunder Tommy, who is incapable of doing its job because Ollie just does it better. Just need to point that out. We'll fight. No. There's another example that Zanaku literally has 4 costs and a 5, with no damage behind any of them. For his one, his case was really not the same thing as Titanium's. And those were the problem characters around that time. But yet, all they did was increase his costs, and now here he is. He was never actually a proper problem. So I don't know why they even did exactly that. You're not going to be able to press a button there. Shield Darkness. There. Moon Rising. And now I just have to try and block their attack before they try and go for Big Bang Slash, but... Cut! No! And it doesn't even listen. Great, they could just poke. Not allowed to backdash in time. It wasn't even a good enough one to do so. Useless. Useless block, didn't manage to activate it soon enough. Really looked like it did, especially since he interrupted a breaker, but not good enough. Not good enough. But no explosion for them. So, good game. Didn't get away with didn't manage to get it soon enough though. What is wrong with... Okay, Google's auto-translate is just stupid. And Relenting said, yo, no, the translated message that I got was for some reason, oh no. What is wrong with it? Now we have a Connor here. I question whether is he gonna engage with breakers or is it gonna be Ollie? Breaker. There we go. Poke them. There's Sledge, and now they have Ollie probably. So, yeah. Interrupt. Breaker, breaker, strike. That's what they have right now. They're probably gonna be expected to engage with a strike. No, that's your block. Okay. Interrupt. I did not manage to press that in time. Okay, well, fine. Savage Maul, let's see what you have. Nothing here yet. Shield of Darkness. And you're not, we're just gonna slash them. No, I cannot. Good thing is, we're actually seeing the attacks on the leader. We have, that's, Ollie assist is just there to exist. Press that one, and that's enough of a threat to get a block out of them. There we go. Like this time. How many times have I managed to win? I think that's the only match I managed to get, and it's just because Connor's not in a great situation either. He's very linear, but yeah. Still expensive as well. 4, 2, no, it's a 3. No, it's a 4, 2, a 4, and a 5. Was the spin a 5? Or was it a 4? Yeah, come on. Forgot there. Nah. It's not a... Dicky, that's not for that type of character. We all know what a Connor is. It doesn't count. He doesn't count. Prison Search! No, okay. Dodge! Fine, you didn't want to get hit by it. Just gonna have to back away. Yeah. No. You've lost your blocks! What if I just... We'll fight? Yeah, no. I time it right. Now you can stay in your corner. So be careful. You're gonna slash and you're going to cancel, right? Blocking my corner so I don't know. And that's the block. Slash him! You cancelled! You maybe should have let that one continue that time. Okay, so it's still a 4. I'm confusing myself. So it's nothing but 4s as well. 1, 2 cost. Yeah. Still weak though. You know, the fact that he still has the ability to be dodged out after the first hit is the only problem. Ah yes, stand in their face with when you have Levi or Aeon assist. And guess what? Teleport out of range. That's the only sad part. Pink. It's all pink! You're making the wolf fight pink! I don't know why you had to make it in space, though. That's fine. Prison search again! Back to your corner! Better be careful! Ah, no. No, you will not. How about I do this? Poke! Get the block. Yep, there's your block now. Ignored. Moonrising! So just to get an attack out of them, just poke them randomly while they're able to press a button. Gives you a free information about their card, at least. Instead of just a combo. Especially since I don't have to risk reset my energy for that. But this only works if your opponent doesn't have something like, you know, to hit you back instantly with a block. Don't do it against Billy. Don't do it against somebody like Billy, if you're in the corner. Other times, it's mostly fine. Doesn't work on Zordon most of the times. Basically, you're looking for someone with no instant block. At least. And you didn't wait. Too many blocks and you didn't wait your turn. Yep. Yeah, no. There we go. And yeah, they don't rotate. So be it. Yeah. Why do you not have to? Why are you just not going to wait your turn, huh? And there it is. Yeah, they don't want to, they can't even, they don't wait for the other one, but now here they are. Here's Ollie with Eric. You're slower. And Moonrising. I delayed it, so I recovered 1, but that's about it. That's all it is. Get rid of this. You're in range. And now, you can get knocked out. Crescent Surge is enough damage in your corner as well. You at least wait your turn. Vegeta and Tori after this one. Sadly, it looks like Zinok is not working. I wanted to try him out, but it's a little sad. I've seen some visions of what he could be. Like, they could start making use of his actual dash. Like, the way he got introduced when he jumped out of the tomb or something. The tomb. Meh. Starts jumping around. That's basically Moonrising's dash parts of it. But they can literally go ahead and try and reconfigure everything he does and actually use that in the middle of his attacks. Ah, yes, the most worthless skin in the game that caused so many problems with for this version of Zeo. Just because he has a cape. They had to reconfigure the skeleton, and this is what we got. I don't know why his face looks so weird, though. Yep. Ollie. Corner. Nothing else? Or what? Yeah, okay. They're gonna at least try, or... No. Yeah, I got blocked on my primary slots. Now he doesn't have any blocks, but it doesn't mean anything. Stay in your corner. We're gonna use Ollie, more than likely. Yep. In range. Go ahead. Yep, you can block. Yeah, the last hit does 200 more. As mentioned, you don't get anything here. This is an Aku. If your opponent just has enough damage to just do any trades, that's expected. There's no downtime for him, everything is just too short. Wolf Bite is a 4 cost, that's not gonna help him. It's sad. Can't use him the way he needs to be done. That's all he is. It's no damage to back himself up, very, very short ranged. Yeah, there's plenty of those. One of the most annoying ones to deal with in terms of being broken is just an Oracle and the other pink one. Because she still takes forever to just end her combos. Every one of those is just long combos. Orca's a 3-cost character everywhere, alongside Ninja Kimberly was basically a 3-cost everywhere. And Justin is also just basically 3 costs. The fact that they're even allowed to even have damage with those costs is just something stupid. Reminder, we just used an Aku who can't even do anything. Ninja beams! Server kick! You can stay in the corner, see where it cuts. You dashed. And we just back away. Crack on. Fine. To the corner. Gonna try and punch. Ninja beams! With that one, see where it cuts. Into there you go. With that one, secret combo. We're literally in the middle of the arena, so I actually get 2 energy. He's gonna try and hit me with it. Nope, no block. Get stunned. I'm gonna probably kick him in the face, but stay out of range. And kick. No. Okay, well, this is gonna get punched. Yeah. Hit by the assist. How about this? We'll see about a trap. I'm sorry about if this one doesn't. Never mind. If this is gonna result in an assist kill, is what I was trying to mention. Yeah, this will be the same situation in hour 1. We're not doing events. You have to go look for a different alliance. Oh, the middle is not blocked off. You really should have just gotten rid of it at that point. Well, like I said, Jebediah, don't bother requesting to this one. This is more casual. It's just gonna give you the request. It's just gonna donate and other stuff. It's not gonna bother with events. That's all I can mention. No. The fact that I just kicked him before he even managed to even get close to starting that attack. Nah, fine. At least it reached. Anything else? No? We... Do what you can. I'm sure you can do something better than that. Can we not? I don't know why it has to be so weird right now. See with cuts. Up you go. And with that one, we're just going to have to back away. No. Get kicked away. And with that one, we're probably just going to interrupt them again. No. Again. Nah, they can block. They're falling to the ground. That results in nothing. How about a kick? You missed dodge on that one. Anyway, another server kick. You're not getting out of this one. But that's... No, but then you do want to be alone. You might as well just grind the raid event and you'll get it. So... yeah. So you might want to just actually hope you're not in an active alliance so you can just collect those. Because you might as well just go play raids. You don't need to be in an active one if you want damage. If you mean them... Okay, hold on. You're only doing the event. No, you're not even mentioning that you're the only one doing the mission, so that part becomes false. You might as well... You're getting the best things you can already. You're not going to get a ton of steel shards. You're literally expecting to barely get any at this point. If you want to... actually be in an active alliance. Nope. Listen, I'm teleporting away. I'm delaying my attacks as well if I really have to. No. I said no. I said no. You have not hit me. He's likely gonna hit them. There it is. Time possibility could... Nah, doesn't matter. When it comes to characters, you can only expect it to be random from Enway's choice of characters they're gonna end up adding eventually. All characters are technically supposed to be added, but who knows between when they're getting added. If anything, the next character is more than likely to be a Red Ranger, but we'll only know eventually. Tomorrow. Probably. As you can tell, Tori at least has some basic tools. But in terms of actually being allowed to still be decent for an epic, I don't know why they had to just weaken her. Like, seriously, she's once again another character with nothing but 4s. Yeah, but as mentioned, that's just that. Man said hi and he joined instantly. Okay. Poke! Nope. Okay. No. You didn't reach! I don't have a strike. Okay, fine. I'm in a bit of a dash. Surfer kick! Again! There we go. Back away. Gonna poke. No, doesn't even poke. You delayed that one too much. Let's see here. So how about a zero cuts? Up you go. And surfer kick. You can backdash, you know. I'm delaying this so that I can actually recover energy after instantly. But, okay, yep, that doesn't help. You are lagging! Your movements really yell that you are lagging. Yeah, no, is your internet good, or is our distance a little too much? Yeah, I'm not sure on what you mean by the VR troopers type thing, whatever that would be. I don't think you mean anyway, wouldn't it be Hasbro or something? Or do they really just directly own it? Because I feel like that was a little weird. Okay. Hands are still cold. So yeah, Gemini, just sticking to alliances that don't do events often, but at least do damage. Technically, that would be ours, because that one's, in that situation, we still finish the missions, because there's still someone just playing. But in this case, it's just more like try and grab the raids board, and then hopefully Steel will drop once. A few more times. No power instance. Yeah, I don't know about that. That one I do not know. That's a block. There we get knocked away. Casey and no. Really gonna be like this, huh? You used Casey instead of being normal. Instead of being normal, you used Casey like that. Okay, we're expecting Ollie after this, I guess. No, because something doesn't want to rotate. Real great. Real great. You're over here using a Klepto. We're not fighting a Klepto. We're fighting a boring assist. We're just fighting boring assists, as you guys can tell. Up we go. All we can do is delay our attacks. Go to your corner. Get stunned. And then we do this. Yeah, not the right one. We're gonna see... Nope. Okay. Enough out of you! That was not a Klepto. Go play someone else! Because you're clearly incapable of using that one. Just being boring. Maybe I chose the basic Power Rangers back when Mighty Morphin was airing, but the Prime comics from Hasbro and anyway might actually make... Okay, but... I don't think they're gonna do that for this game. You're saying bootleg Power Rangers, but is that really even part of the universe to begin with? That's the problem. Of course. Are we expecting a Camille to start every combo or something? Yeah, of course we do. Great! Another character getting ruined by an idiot. Wow. Congratulations, they buffed Robonite and you still are horrendous at using it. Yeah. Look at that. They buffed Urbanite, yet this person is still horrendous at using them. Wow. Another idiot that doesn't know what to do. You play someone else if you're not gonna play the leader. This is why we can't have nice things, because you idiots keep running around doing this with leaders that don't need that. That wasn't much damage at all. It was Camille assist doing 5,000 because poison, and Robinite getting some random crits. You didn't even wait 5. Seriously, you didn't even wait 5. Away with you. Ah, okay. Well, up you go. Back away. Now. Great. So, this is what we have to deal with. This type of one. Okay, to the corner. See where it cuts. Up you go. More likely to expect the breaker to engage at some point. Proceeds to fully let the strike continue, and you reset your energy. Okay. Well, you can either just interrupt me, or I guess that happens. No. Because that has to happen. Ninja Storm is what I was referring to, what happened to that match. But I don't know why you made it solo. It could have been a Ninja Storm fight. Yeah, that one is not that hard to fix. The problem is they are very much not touching movie ranges, apparently. No, you cannot, Geki. That doesn't work that way, Geki. It's 1 use per stream. It will be disabled anyway, the moment you press it. I think the code was up for 1 minute, but we'll see what happens here. I've always wanted to act like that. Go to your corner. Get stunned. That's one. See what we've cut. Up you go. Let's see what we have here. Kicked away. For a stun. And then we expect the Master Sentry. Nah.
MBT.
Yeah, so he actually activates the thing. See? He gets that little special effect as well. Really? Come on, be normal! You're not getting anything. Here you go. No, fine. That's your block. Can I get a breaker? No. I have to sit through the animation now. Not animation, not animation. The thing not being that. There. Romanite. So the problem is you're gonna have to Camille, then Mega Black Dragon, then Romanite. Since you are behind. As you can tell from up there. Last one for Tori. J-Man. We're currently having the weirdest choice of opponents. That's all I'm gonna point out today. Block it? No. Can't teleport. Reminder, never block in your opponent's face. It doesn't work. Unless you can threaten them a different way. And there's the kick. To the corner. Up we go. Strike. Nothing else? Is that it? Fine. You can try and ask, but most of the time I can only answer direct questions in that sense. So, we'll see. Wow, puny hitbox! And 3 in a row. Yeah, sorry Famed, you were late for that. Pay attention to the top left, that is the white light one. Everyone got it for free. Alongside the kick into overdrive. Except apparently this one didn't get unlocked. Unless it broke, but who knows. Okay, Z. Well, this is gonna be horrible. Do I at least have Drakon assist with this? Not on this account. Okay, well, let's see here. Do we even have anything useful here? The way we'll have to engage is really just gonna be... confuse the opponents! That's all it's gonna be. The reminder, there's a specific amount you can only deal, so you might as well attack the weaker ones here and there. If you know you can one-shot them. Don't bother fighting the stronger... Don't bother fighting the weaker ones if they're just going to do nothing. I heard! It's not gonna be anything. Okay. Just quick mention from the door. Car. Didn't get special recovery. Well, we'll do this. Rest for a minute. And there. No. Fine. That's another block. Well, that was useless. Well, Green Fortress can't be activated there if I'm already too late into the dash. What if I just do this? Fine. No. Well. Great. He had what he needed to begin with. That's a block. It's in the middle primary slot, wasn't it? I'm sure it was in the primary slot. And he recovered. Fine, it's only 3 energy. His one is just... Do you care about him? That's the question you have to ask yourself. He only got 1 single card nerf, and he's always had bad recovery on his breakers. And it was the block that got a 1 cost increase to slow down his offense. But yet, here we are. Technically, he was never strong. The only difference is he could actually rotate his primary slot whenever he needed to. And that would at least allow him to... Well, at least always have his strike. In some way. No. Yeah, we don't need to land the strike there, but sadly it didn't mean anything. My breaker wasn't fast enough, and that's another block for them. Well, I've got another block as well. Press for a minute. And... my energy. Nope. No energy. It didn't work. But I still don't have a middle slot. Maybe it's not helping me. You can just bop me with a breaker, just so you know. You might as well. Ah, it's a flying kick. Okay. Well. Nope. It's still not gonna help. I'm not even allowed to enter my slots. That's my problem right now. There's constantly a block in the next one. Every time I press it. Every single time. No. Okay. You can poke and probably continue this time. Nope, fine. At least it's in the assist slot, but it's still not gonna help me. Okay, into the corner. Are you gonna find and poke me again? Yes. That was dumb. That was just dumb. I think you mean on Friday, and in this case, supposedly the next character to be announced is supposed to be a legendary. Okay. Almost. That mostly depends. In terms of coins, you can't really do much like that. Give yourself the... if you know your character has already reached the max amount of rank, you could say, where... let's see. So your account can reach bronze or something like that. Since I think we'll use that example since that's what this account can reach. Okay? Since the account can reach bronze, I have a team that can reach that. The rest of them, not so much, but they get close. But then again, yeah, okay, this is not helping. This was a situation. Just give me a breaker so I can hit them, so it can stop being that I'm basically just blocking in their face constantly. So I'm just going to do it again. There, finally. The Endless blocks against someone with only one breaker. Yeah. With split swing. Yeah, that hits. Okay. Yeah, there's certainly a name, Quackity. Invalid just means you're just slower than the person that input the code. Yeah, the code only works for one person. So if you were slower, it will say invalid. Yeah. But Momo, in terms of coin, focus one character, go to a basic level, level it up. If you have missions and you have a favorite character there as well, you can level them up and that's it. But in most other cases, just expect it to be a slow progress unless you're just going to end up paying money in that sense. Anyway, there we go. And again, back to the corner you go. You have another strike. Not the right move. What if I just do this? Wait! I get hit. Really? Is that it? Is that really gonna be it? Wow. It is. It really is. Oh no! Yeah, so if we do this... yeah. Up you go. Yeah, you don't have enough health to survive this. Focus on the fight instead of being weird. I mean, Ziggy needs a buff as well, but you don't see him in the same situation. He at least has damage. But then again, not really. Ziggy is weird and needs to be redone in some way. Okay, last match for now. I'm gonna quickly grab something and then we continue quickly. But yeah, for example, if I were to take Korag and Dragon Armatrini, a defender and an attacker, those two characters can reach bronze for this account, but that's because they at least have a bit of health. So over time, you just have that's basically just invest in that certain way. We're gonna spin again? Yeah. Okay. I'll let you continue. Bye. So be it. What about what's the swing? No. Yeah, they had the strike to begin with. Expected. At least I can cancel that. That's the other thing. At least Ziggy has something, but he doesn't refund his energy, and that's the only problem. There's no refunds for him. I don't think you can even cancel that 3 cost. Health is too high, you can't do the thing you want to. Yeah. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna fall for it once, you're probably gonna fall for it again. Well, the guy who'd fallen in this bit down. I'd like try hard. Yeesh. Okay, 1 second. You guys quickly to have a fight. I will need to quickly get them. You guys need to at least enter the match first of all. Come on. Deal with something to do. We don't even have two people that's going to quickly join to do something. Fine. Cat chased after. Fuck. Faster in this case, it gets done in an hour and 40 minutes into it. Basically an hour from now, and then the battle begins between those two. I don't know why you guys took forever to enter the battle. Seriously. Well, you go collect the thing while you guys were fighting at least, but now here we are. Hey! Why are you taking my hand? Someone's gonna get stabbed. You poke me with... Why are you poking me? Go sit down or do what you're supposed to, cat. Now that happened. Okay, last match for Ziggy, because his situation is still not great either. If I wanted to play a slow character and be just like this, Black Dragon is no difference. Be aware there are plenty of others that want to. There's another one that wants to see him in the game, but there's a real question of when. Clearly, you need a cancel on that. Come on. You seriously don't need a cancel on that one. Come on. Yeah. Who knows? But who knows when that one gets added? It's certainly gonna be a while. Okay. Didn't even land a proper hit here. There's barely anything. There we go. I got the energy back. Got the energy back for that one. There we go. We teleported with Carter because that's the only way we can get away with something like that. Okay, dang it. You know, I didn't want to use V2. That's the whole thing there. I wanted the thing to at least rotate, but here we are. I uppercut you. You have freeze, leaving you to attack them as you breathe. I do not know. Getting the bot to be frozen, I do not know how that happens. Getting it to actually just stop attacking seems common in the Zord ones, but warriors, they seem to happen in the Hollow Trainer as well. But most of the I still don't know. It happens to everyone. Just remember that bots actually read your input, so best to remember just to taunt spam the bots. Dig is obviously bad. It needs a lot of rework done to his kit because he's supposed to be a high damage character. But he sucks at damaging the opponent. Or rather hitting them in the first place. He's so slow. There's not really a time limit. Anyway, the code was up for an entire minute. You guys didn't want to take it. Here. You have to shove them into the corner. Rest for a minute. On the... Okay, they're on the ground. Another one. They don't have a block. That happened. That works. Ah. Okay, help. Again! I don't know why you have to rotate the robots, though. No. Why are they not a... Why is he incapable of getting a block, game? What is wrong with you? Crystals matter to what matters to you. So it doesn't matter between those three. Okay, Shay wants to be on my lap. Here. Cat. Yep. Jump down. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Three, two, one, go.
No! Block him. Why are you getting again? What is Sergio being weird with? Why? That happens. Yes, the beam. No projectile in this game is ever a proper beam. There's always a very small, invisible projectile that just shoots. Don't ever think otherwise. It literally is how they work. They have to spawn a hitbox in some way. Don't question what happened! Yeah, let's see. Actually, I was supposed to move to the next character. Anyway, everyone is about to feel boring to an extent. I've said it before, Camille Leader is a little more fair, but she is still gonna annoy everyone. So, in terms of crystals, if you have a character you want to level up, like... Actually, here's an example. If you're basically in my situation, saving up crystals to do a random unboxing works. Like collecting Harvey, for example. But in terms of something like what my main is doing, because the game still refuses to give it to me, Let's make sure. Let me go between which ones you asked. Do you crystals? Use it for unlocking, upgrading them, or something else? Okay. So in terms of unlocking, this is in my position. Actually using them as a save up one, but I don't spend money to begin with. That's the only reason it exists, to be used in terms of content creation to an extent. Then you have upgrading characters. That one I would say is if you really want to focus on someone. Specifically, my case would be using it on Black Dragon. Other than that, there really isn't much. If you really like a specific skin, there's that one as well. So that's all I can say. Yeah, sorry about that. To the corner. Yeah, still bad. I guess that's a full cost of the 7,000. Or at least it's short ranged. Solar Green, not so, no. The only ones that I think, in terms of collecting skins, has been Psycho Monster and Solar Magna. What is his proper name? Not the Solar Defender or Magna Defender type thing. I think it's just the Black Solar Ranger.
Three, two, one, go.
Technically, the unmorphed skins are all bad. Just because anyway can't make a face. Or at least not make a face look like plastic. Looking at regular Kimberly. Quackity, just so you know, the code was up for an entire minute before, and you still didn't manage to take it. So I do not know what you're doing there at this point. When Korag took his time to actually take the code as well. Anyway. No. Don't even try it! Now you're on fire! And poisoned. I am sorry. If in this case, Rockety, please try and make sure the code of the stream is at live. And at this point, other people slow down the code. If you waited 5 matches, please don't take it yet. At least give the person that hasn't managed to get the code. Just input the code. If it says invalid, you were just slower. Here's the new one. Input it. No one else, please. Let them try. Yeah, that doesn't seem like them. A little too fast right there. Silver Guardian. It's a weird one, but at least it's better. Because it looks like him. From what I can tell, I think. I think it does. I'm not sure. Maybe not the best one to ask. Oh no. At least you're poked. At least you're poked. Whee. Not really. I wouldn't call Trent one good either. Yeah, I wouldn't say need a watch time for that one. It's more like he appeared in another show for some reason. You've been caught! Rescue bird! Bye. I didn't even get to have my middle slot for once. You can see what I mean. Quite short range. So how will I catch up with that one? This is the reason why I don't ever see Camille as much of a problem. If I get her in the corner, she's more than likely not to have the ability to catch up. She's going to end up using an assist, and at that point, it's the assist. It's always been Camille's problem. You put her in the corner, most of the time she can't catch up. You can try and get away with a taunt dash with the primary slot, but you're going to need the middle slot to not rotate after that strike. Her breaker is the only thing that actually really carries her forwards. And even at that point, it's also way shorter than a strike, so guess what? You can actually backdash it. And other times it also just hits you and then doesn't hit you anymore. Then you can just interrupt her. So, as mentioned, her situation as the leader alone is quite manageable. You can see the range there is not actually that great. So you can try and get away with things like exactly what happened. Oh no. At least you cancelled. Good job. But now you're poisoned. And yeah, technically she has this. But at the same time, is it really any different from someone like, it's not much different of a hobby.
KO. You win.
Maybe that specific combo might have been, but it's really not that much different. Especially since I was point blank to start that combo. I cannot do it from further away. Cat wants to leave. I mean, if you keep saying every... How about I put it this way? We've got plenty of those situations. If we keep saying certain character would be good to see. It's... Every character, as I mentioned, will be added eventually. It's more of just when. They literally have been adding a character every month. Have you looked at the amount of characters there are in Power Rangers to begin with? Backdash. Come on. Wow. You have Trent here. This is what you're doing. Okay then. What do we expect? No, just up you go. And then we're just going to Loyal Servant, to the corner, and Cruelty. I know what you were expecting. You really just never used your primary slot again. And there's some energy management right there. Okay, annoying assists as per usual. Anyway, Mystic Force Blue. As mentioned, just enjoying some... Stop saying possible choices. The word, as mentioned, is when. It's not an if. Just give it time. You will see both of all what you've already said. You try developing a character and releasing them like this, and making sure they're not too broken or too weak. We already know that they're going to be somewhat stronger, but they've been at least keeping them a bit more tame recently. That's the only thing we've been seeing. It's a little more tame. Not to mention at least functioning, and coding everything, and not making sure there's so many broken bugs. Not to mention all the models and animation. Basically. Like I said, the whole point is, it's not if, it's literally just when is that specific character going to be added. Later, Mystic Force Blue is required so that Daggeron can be used in theme battles again. That's that situation. Like, he's incapable. Daggeron is incapable of being used right now. I don't get out of this one, I guess. No wonder the worst boss, technically that super might was very likely probably gonna hit. Spider! How about I put it this way? It's the only Power Rangers game that it currently exists. And apparently with how long it wants to be existing still, it's clearly making them enough money to keep it on. What figure line? And you're an idiot. Yeah, of course. First name Justin. Seriously. Okay, that's not anyway though, that's Hasbro. Yes, the character is banned. Also, despite that's physical production. So I wouldn't call that similar to just working on a game. Named if you're high enough, you fall. It's a weird situation, but it doesn't look like that she has any hitboxes on that super to begin with. It's more like you're attached, you get hit a specific amount of times. Because otherwise, getting launched into the air and then getting hit by the last hit would make sense, but it just doesn't. Yeah, who knows? The big 10 years of Legacy Wars. Last year's anniversary was horrendous because the game was in a bad state, and it still is. But here we are.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's better than last year, but it's still the same exact problem. And anyone that keeps denying it needs to stop being stupid. If you know the assists are a problem, the fact that they have yet to do anything to get rid of that stupid problem says a lot. Anyway. Yeah. No. No special recovery. Yeah, 3,300. I don't think that knocks out, but no it doesn't. Okay, we're good. It was 3.5, wasn't it? Good job. As I've said before, Camille's situation is she wants her breaker. She's very short ranged. Every time you people are getting annoyed by Camille, you're getting annoyed by the assists. Every single time. You're not seeing Camille leader. Pay real close attention. She really doesn't get much there. She's very short ranged. Yep. At least it works, but at least they slowed it down to an extent. Okay, well, you don't have a block or something? Like, for example, if I get you trapped in the corner, now this is what happens. When she doesn't rotate the middle, it just can be frustrating. As I said, though, I'm thinking technically we're looking for another Red Ranger right now. So it's very likely to happen. But it's the question of which one. What are we gonna get, game? Or rather, what are we gonna get anyway? Clearly chose a certain random few characters. But I don't know why. Chase just left Premium. Or roughly not too long ago. So the current two guesses is finally, possibly, Dino Charge Red, because our latest Dino Charge has left Premium, and we need a Red Ranger, or it's RPM Red, because we finally need a proper representation. Those are the current two guesses. Going by timing, possibly we can see about Dino Charge Red, especially since the actor really still questions where the development of that character went. Yeah, that's a block. You got blocked off. Got blocked off, Geki. Anyway, we jump. And again. And again. You did too much damage. And you're still poisoned. Why? Of course, because you jumped. Of course, because you jumped. There goes another thing. There goes Camille doing something. Yes, we know that, Abijit. Apparently that's what he said. Tyler was apparently... he was told... That's what. This is something he has actually said already in one of his videos. That apparently the character was being developed, but it was scrapped. The thing that he's mentioned... Okay, the exact thing can be found in the video, but I would have to go find which one he mentioned it in. Well, I think he said it was something... I think he said he was invited and then it was shown those stuff, but yeah. In this case, his character's development got cancelled and it hasn't been added at all yet. Technically, it's better that it hasn't been added. Because if it was added back when it was initially told, I think he would have been in a bad situation, especially with how limiting Enway's character design was. For example, now Tyler can end up having a very unique type of kit similar to Decker. Or at least a very much more modern day one to an extent. Like, Cam is an example of being screwed over by early Enway. Like, they could have at least seen about V2 stuff. But here we are.
KO. You win.
Probably, yeah. I think, yeah, probably the one where you use Power Rangers game. Yeah. Anyway, who's the next character? Rubber Knight. But in terms of his one, it's actually better that it never got added. Because nowadays, we're probably expecting a better animation one. Alongside, just in general, it's actually better he never got added. Because now he just has a better kit potential, especially since he's probably going to be a more... Since he's also going to be more up to standard in terms of good representation. Anyway, be aware, Mega Black Dragon was requested, so you guys have to play Megazord now. That's all I'm gonna have to mention. It's still a 5-match rule, though. Oh, we've lost the account. Oh. Bad. Can this stupid auto-translate thing get lost? Where is this? Where is it? Seriously? Where is the settings option? forced to wait here right now, so I really just need to fix this thing. Okay, let's see here. And it's over already. Okay. Well, you guys can enter while I still fix this thing. Yep. Should be disabled now. We got the person that joined when they weren't allowed to with Hyperforce Jack. Yep. Well, at least you managed to reset my energy. Good job. Good enough. Let's see what happens though. See what you can do. Interrupt. You're gonna go for a kick. Yep. And now you're basically out of energy. Okay. Charge. And here's a Hammer Glazer. Double damage. No crit. Don't use your super. I mean it. Okay, well, they just lost the ability to actually use their super dangerously, so... There we go. Missile charge. Great. Okay. No, you will not. Great, no crit. Or not, that was a crit, but it's just not the right one. Just not the right thing I needed. Of course you reach. Fine, have a Glazer! Just get out. Okay, supposedly live chat translation should be disabled now. Gaiden, it's just you are slower. In this case, you have to be in the Megazord mode this time if you want it to work. You have to be in Megazord mode if you want the code to work now. That is the only thing to point out. Other than that, if you're slower, that's the only reason why it will say invalid. Good luck to those that will be playing. This is Megazord. It's different. Here we go. Nope. Great. Dash forwards? No. Well, let's see here. Sends out the beam. It's just strike. Anything else? No? They land the hits. So be it. Get rid of this. No. I could just use it. They can stun. There we go. What are you gonna do? Anything? No. Shield bash. That's what. We'll just use a missile charge. We can silence their strikes and see what happens from there. Here you go. And no. Fine, you actually added your dash. It was enough. Yeah, good job. Good job. Let's see here. Beam. You can block. Now what? Good enough. We're gonna stab to the corner. You activate your super. You can block. Fine. Good job. Yeah, Abbajet, stop being weird. That doesn't do anything. It's a multi-hitting block. You can very much just do something else. Specific Zords still do well against other ones. Still do worse. For example, you can just use something like anything. That'll just force them to use a card, then you just respond with your own one. It's not that hard. Compared to Prehistoric, the freedom of your attacks is just simply worse. So I always expect that as well. That's all I'm gonna point out. And then rotation-wise, it's just gonna be horrendous. You can stun, you can reduce damage, and it still does that. Just panic against it. And stop doing so. And just attack. Especially since, in this case, even Prehistoric mirror matches, the ones that actually attack first are the ones that's going to just respond with the better option. Specifically Prehistoric, though. Other ones, who knows? Especially since my crits are non-existent now. Yeah. Or rather the luck in terms of non-crits type of effect on the big hits. The movie Megazord 1, yeah, we saw what happened there. Setting up Predator's other breaker, as we can tell, is certainly something. Javelin to super, right? I don't take any damage now. I just had to do it. They have the ability to use their breakers, but let's see. That works, but I'm clearly not pressing the right ones. Again! Okay. Yeah, there. Really doesn't matter. Listen, the fact that there's nothing to be excited about for that one, it's worse than Laser Wars' situation, okay? You know very well they just keep adding a new effect. Because their excuse for just giving high damage multipliers is claiming it's a reaction. That's all it is. That's the excuse. It's just, this is a reaction. This is why it does so much damage. Yeah. Yeah, here we are. With the low multipliers and everything else still. So, I wouldn't say it's anything good there either. It's just getting worse. That's all it is. There's a bot, but no one's on the Twitch side, apparently. We'll just charge here. And you're out of range. And there's a crit. Well, we're just gonna charge. We're just gonna walk forwards for that one. Abijit may have made a massive mistake. So, no strike for you. You had to silence the strikes, yes, but Geki still failed to use it correctly. Yeah, you should have used your Omega to avoid getting hit by that, stabilized damage. That was your mistake, Abijit. Reminder, the dead Megazord is useless. So, try to use your Mega at least once in the fight. Find the spot. Find the non-threatening spot, position you can force your opponent into. Persona has been hit by auto-translate. Or autocorrect. Of all things, Megazord got translated into magazines. Oh no. Nah, it didn't rotate. Come on. I wanted the breaker! Oh, okay. There we go. You walked into that one. It's a stump reach though, but still. Go to your corner again. That's not gonna reach. There we go. And now we can just charge at them. They can block this. Don't use your Mega. Ah, okay. You quite literally asked for that one. Quite literally asked for it. No? Okay. There you go. No strikes for you. How many of your slots were strikes? Anyway, tail swipe. No crit. What if I just... Oh, no. Get you back! The gotcha games, you thought we play enough of them, I think. Yeah, and... Like I said, I'm not gonna bother all of those songs right now. I don't need that. You can do it randomly, but I don't have them downloaded. I would have to open up Spotify and make sure I don't accidentally have a copyright song in the playlist. Okay, Aki. To each their own, but it doesn't matter. Dan just say that. Random question to everyone. Go ahead. There. Aki gave a random thing. It was Shane from Ninja Storm as a Power Rangers Crush type of thing. You know, technically my older brother named the dog after one of the Power Rangers, I think. Probably is one of the reasons I may have forgotten, but that dog has since passed. Since my older brother's the one that named it anyway. I don't know if that's good or bad, though. Name your dog after a Power Ranger. Which was, yes, the Yellow Ranger. So... that was his choice. Not mine. I not much care for dogs in that sense. Well, go ahead. What do we have? Another breaker? It's in a charge. Can't activate anything. Okay, how about another one? Which is gonna charge again. Doesn't rotate. Wow. Didn't want to rotate, huh? Middle slot non-existent changes. Just gonna send you back. Yeah, okay. Here we go. You can drill. Do your job. Good job. There. I think I was allowed to use the slow attack was all that matters. Good job. I'd really much rather play a different Zord right now, but even then, doesn't matter. Ish. Like, for example, this is the situation. As I said, if anyone just kills characters, this is the problem it causes. Okay, Abject, it's not the point. It's the fact that it's Spotify radios to an extent. It just automatically chooses to play a song. It clearly wasn't allowed to. Oh, of course. Useless! At the door. She's gonna keep doing this now. So, for example, we got Aki with Shane from Ninja Storm. We have... okay, but that one... yeah, Spider Game with Shane is goated. That's just the response. Geki, I don't know what you're on now. Oh, shit. That's not the word, Geki! You're getting the thing wrong! Unless we have a reveal from Geki. Caster with Z from SPD. Don't know who that one is. And then it's fine to get it being weird with Leo. Now, unless Geki wants to say he's gay, that's a problem. Then why'd you say Casey from Jungle Fury? Well, that's not the word, Geki! That's the problem with what your answer was. That was the problem with what you said there. That doesn't help this. Okay. But again, a reminder that I'm pretty sure there's a more recent character. It's just a villain in Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury. Didn't she get to live? Wasn't there a literal monster called Mucus?
Turn around, stay away, laughing so hard, here it goes again. Time will wait for us, so I thought. Up and grass, out of luck, it's just the usual stuff and all. But where your footsteps go, what am I doing here? I don't know how you feeling now.
Exactly. So the whole one episode of another thing, yeah. Yeah, that's at the beginning though, so I don't see how that really counts even then. Yeah, okay, this is a start for this one. Tail whip, tail swipe. Here's a havoc laser, we go back. Same interaction. This is all it's gonna end up being, isn't it? Well, I hit first. Here's a charge. No crit. Yep. Okay. Ah, they hit twice. Well, we scream into your face. Nothing else? Okay. What if I just poke this first? And then a beam. They respond with the same thing. Fire that one. And you have your beam though. Again! Why does the game have to be so weird right now? Again, go back to your corner. What if I just throw this one now? You can throw another beam. It's not a 2 cost. What if I wait to 7 and I do this? Okay. Well, I can reduce the damage. This is really all it's gonna be, isn't it? Okay, what if I just... There's no reason for you should have ran away. We're done with the Zords. As I say, that one's not even there. With how many battles I did for it years ago is really still no different. Okay. Are you gonna go to sleep or what you gonna do? The cat is just here again. Yeah, this is just a Robo Knight. Especially since whatever this team is that we're about to fight, though. No, Rage Slayer, do something. No, he was in the sweet spot at the same time he really wasn't. Okay, into the corner. What if I just... Yeah, okay, there you go. Into the corner. In range. What if I just said that? No. Not allowed. Just let the thing continue. There's no such thing as using the backdash variant in combos. There's no such thing. Yeah. Okay, technically you can, but it's different. Technically you can use it in combos, but it's different. The rules are different. Nothing? Okay. Fine. What if I just... No, okay, fine. He didn't accidentally launch. Good enough. That's on me for doing things badly. Even then. Nice, I'm gonna fix that screen. As mentioned before as well, the whole detection-based things with this character. Yeah, that kick sucks. And I don't mean in terms of what it is, it's more like it's arranged to make sure you can actually land it if you get too far away. Right. You have no blocks, but what is it gonna be? Wow, okay. Probably should give them a block to start, just make them ruin things. This is how it's gonna act. Yeah. What else? Here we go. Now what? Yeah. As expected. And then you stand still. Up we go. And maximum force. Starts with a zero cost block while running no block assist, and then their first choice is still to constantly engage with the assist. Abject, I do not care what assist, it matters in terms of actually using the character. Blast Rise hits multiple times on assists. Just because it can't hit the same character multiple times, so you can hit separate ones. Much like how projectiles can hit a new assist. So of course we had to just lose the account again. Now we're stuck waiting again. Yeah, theme battle's supposed to begin in 3 minutes. So we just wait. What are you doing, Cat? What do you want? We're forced to wait. Technically they can use their assists, just maybe don't. Maybe don't use their assists. That's the problem. I still wait for when they try and do something for Jack's actual kit to make him good again, or at least decent. Because just the way he acts right now is just bad. And as I said, they nerfed his damage, yet they did nothing to fix him. Yet he's the guy that just wields a big hammer. So why don't you just update and make him spin? Make him start spinning. What's with that face? Huh? That gave me a face when my hand was over her face. Hey. Well, what you're trying to go on about there, but fine. Why are you not? How did you even say game? You're just being rude now with that one. Right, that happened. Projectiles! To the corner. Blast Rise. Again! Again! Something didn't want to rotate again. You know, Roxy's supposed to fight Chase, but here we are. Nah, no crits needed. That's the problem there. Zero cost block. You have no block assist! Second person in a row to just be weird with their blocks. Why? The Taylor still has more HP than she needs. Okay, we go. Anything else? Yeah, no. There. So is your defense broken now? Or what is it? Yeah, okay. No. So at least their primer is helping them. At least their primer slot is helping them. Mostly. It's mostly helping them. Blast them again. And okay, wow. Oh, hey, look, sweet spot. They got hit by 2 projectiles. That breaker just did double damage. Who knew it was gonna do that? Who would I guessed? Shouldn't that mean that Tyson... No, Tyson doesn't have breaker armor anymore. There's a breaker that has armor again. That just takes forever to attack. Alright, just because you want to revenge doesn't mean you have to be weird. Could have selected anyone else rather than Camille. Yet here we are. Stay in the air. Okay. Now fight! I don't know why you had to do that. Reminder, her animation does not last that long. I said armor! Stop getting the words mixed up. Magna. There we go. Magna versus Blastoise. Valiant combo. If anyone wants to try and test that theory. See how many times you get blasted. Is it positioning based, or does he actually shoot 3 breakers that can all do damage? Because at this point, that landed without the need of an assist. That was just in the perfect position.
3, 2, 1.
We'll do the theme battle after we get a Magna, I guess. Make this thing a little easier to see. Ah. Nope, that's a block. Go to your corner. Nope, never mind. You can stay away. Go away. Okay. That did nothing. That did nothing. Happy up. What if I just... No. Not helpful. Not helpful enough. You win. Oh no. You were not in range. What if I just... Okay. You're still not in range. There it goes again. There it goes again. That was the assist situation. Yeah, okay. Cat has sat down and started now going to sleep. Hey, let's just because I mentioned, just because I said the word cat, you have to turn your head. What I'm gonna do is just hit the Blastoise and I just gonna do Valiant combo point blank and see what happens, I guess. Geki, don't speed it up. There, now do it. Do something. Just stand still. Just press it. Projectile. Okay, that one is on me. That was simply on me. Press the thing. Okay, fine. Time it with his taunt and that's it. No, the fact that that wouldn't even do anything. It literally didn't do anything. Well, at least it takes forever to spawn them in specific ways, but still. Meh. It's just a sweet spot. It's just a sweet spot. It's just a sweet spot. They shoot multiple, but just find the sweet spot to get multiple. Nah, but even then, it's just more like time it right with an alter count, and you can just press the buttons at the same time. You get the armor and you get the attack to attack. That's all it is. Or just try and resist the thing, because you have to react to the blast rise at that point. Okay, let me just move this. Get ready to set your teams up, people. So, since Magna 1 wasn't the proper one, we'll just quickly do a random one. I'm going to set the accounts, the main with the characters. That's about it. If you guys just want to set your teams up, go ahead, or you can fight one more time. I just have to launch the main still. For now, we don't have to deal with a sad armor situation being bad, but you never know.
2, 1, go.
Well, we poke. No. Ah, no special recovery there. I was out of range anyway. No, go back. There you go. Maximum force. There. Making use of the traveling time. There. Got a little extra damage. Or rather, a little extra energy. At least you made use of the stun. No. Stay in the corner. Be careful of your next move. At least it worked. You know, the worst part about it, I wanted that thing to give me the ability to just not have to deal with whatever that decided just to do. So, Rapid Flurry. With this one, I recovered a 1. And you get slashed. Good attempt, but you really stopped using the leader. Seriously. You should have stuck to using the leader. You made the mistake of spamming the wrong thing. This happens every time. Okay. I guess I'll actually rather just host from the main for now. For those that actually remember to see the code on screen. So first of all, win Team 3. This is good enough. Code up. We'll use their assists, but we all know they suck. But they both 5 costs anyway. Remember, make sure the character, the assist is on the left. Okay, we can deal with that when we're playing a different game. We'll just keep it to Ethan. Every time we might as well use Ethan for it. Or any other random block. We don't have a Dino Charge block. Now, for Hyperforce Jack, his one is different. That is all there is. We need to give him something. Or we could just give him this, for instance, and it's as simple as that. But we might as well give him something a bit more useful, like a strike, so... yeah. Flosion. Yeah, exactly. Like, Camdor is not Cam. Cameron is an example of just a character that should not have been released during that time from it. In this case, however, we're other one just give him a strike, so, do we have anyone better? Otherwise, we really are just forced to give him a breaker. So be it. Well, it could just be yellow. We could just do yellow. Do we even have a yellow a useful yellow one that isn't something stupid? We could allow him to join with the bird. Or Gia. Trini. You know, and we're not gonna do Hyperforce or anything. Let's just go ahead and let's make it a little easier. Blue versus yellow. Okay, we'll just do blue versus yellow. Makes it simple. Okay? Makes it quite simple. They're in the juice bar having an arm wrestling contest. Okay. Best 3. Standard. Jack teams join. Okay. Jack teams join this code. Explosion. You chose that assist. It really doesn't matter. They're not allowed to end the fight, but they are still a multi-hitting strike, so I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I know I took the other Trini, but even then, at least she starts a combo if she hits you once. Or after the second one. Doesn't matter. Cover a combo. Block it. The fact that that took so long for me to get rid of the block. Okay. So be it. Poke. Half-moon kick. Fine. You dash forwards and everything. Ow. Landed. Shield toss. Shield slam. Up you go. Remember the matchup though. I need to remind you people. I'm gonna take them. I'm just gonna do it in the Coda match. Oh, while I'm playing as the other character, I'll just do it. It'll be simple as that. Yeah, okay. Why did you cancel? Why did you cancel? Okay. No crits, but this fight was not allowed to go on. He wasn't allowed to cancel that. The fight was not allowed to go on. He isn't allowed to cancel that. Anyway, let me just focus on the actual fight. Morgan, do what you can. No, he did throw. Saying that was required to stand still the moment he canceled that attack. Because that was in the air, he had no reason to. Nothing said he was going to drop it either. Anyway, we're in the corner. And I waited too long. I waited too long for that one. Off-moon kick. No, shield slam. Up you go. With this one, he just back away. Yeah. Off-moon kick. You ran into that one. Get stunned. Shield slam. 1, 2. We back away twice. Stun him again. There we go. And poke. Okay. What if I just interrupt you with this? It's at least useful enough to do that, but you really need to do something. If I don't see you do something, you're gonna regret it. Throw the shield! No. Okay. Yeah, it's on me. That's simply on me. Again, shield slam! Yeah, no. Hit him with the shield again. That's all I can say. Just give it a bit, you'll understand. Because right now, Florjan is not doing that. Because I think everyone has forgotten. This matchup is actually one-sided. It's not that just don't get cornered, there's a different thing. But apparently, I think Florjan has not realized what it is. Or he's just not getting into the situation, which doesn't make any sense, because that's not how that works. Shield toss. Yeah, I need to get rid of this shield, this spinning shield. Did you really have to get it twice? They didn't even get now they just have their full commitment. No, they don't. They don't. Okay, spinning shield. Again. And it reaches. Good enough. What do we have? Lag. Okay. Yeah, you guys saw the lag. But that was the only spot that lagged. But that's the expected result I'm going to be seeing. Okay? The difference is you guys will see what I'm referring to right about in this match anyway. Good game. Good job, Florian. However, I'm sorry to say, but I'm very much expecting Jack to win these fights, not Coda. Good game. Good job on representing what you need to. There's your code, people. Coda teams, join. You weren't playing bad. And you're an idiot. People do not listen. Coda teams, join. The A that doesn't know any better how to use a character that recently buffed clearly can't join properly. No, he does not. Anyway, looks like Korag chose to join. We'll see what happens, but it's gonna be Coda as a reminder. But it seems like everyone has forgotten one simple rule, which is what we're about to do. Do a combo Jax 4+ right here. Yeah, the problem with that is this. Okay, Ram Rush. And the game is really just being weird now. Yeah. Okay. You really chose that one? Okay, but you're gonna send you back to the corner. Hammer time! No? Okay, we can ignore this anyway. Ram Rush! That's your block. Don't. Okay, we're good. Good enough. Here. Bighorn! No. Ram Rush! Again! Is that really it? And that's your block. That's your block! Hammer time! With that one, you're going back to your corner. Big hit, but missing damage. Big hit, missing damage. No! Headbutt! Slam onto their foot! Slam it onto their foot. As you can tell, it doesn't always lead into a combo anyway, since Hammer Time doesn't do that. But, yeah, just give it a moment, you'll see what I mean. Especially since at least he did a combo. He did a combo at least. But the problem is we're going to run into one simple problem. And we'll see it soon enough. Out of the corner. I'm not going to let you use a breaker here. Ignored. Slam them away with a hammer. Then charge into them. No. Wow. You can't even combo without his own assist. What is this? Wow. Can't even combo with his own assist. Just being rude now, aren't we, anyway? Okay. Now, big out. You got a crit. Good enough. Again. Well, hammer time. Let's see what you can do. Slam them down. No crit for me. Okay. Oh. That's another block for them. Game being rude. There. As I said, there's the example. It feels like, we all know the one reason is just because someone's slower. He can land his attacks, but he really can't. The one just has better threat. Actually found it. And as I mentioned before, there's another situation of good luck, you're going to have a problem up here. Go crazy. Yeah, you saw a rat. Rats make you crazy. I don't know why you're both trying to join. Seriously. Yeah. Serious about it. Just do what you need to. We're waiting on a Jack user. I managed to get Coda 1 win. I didn't manage to get him a set win. So I'm hoping Giovanni might be slightly worse, but nah. Don't. No throwing allowed. Good luck to Mita. Try and give Coda a win. Headbutt. Shield toss. Shield toss again. A little early there. And no. A little slow on these movements, but someone's been caught. You know, the worst part about it is the fact that at least... Okay, Kodak actually has the problem of, what I think. Yeah, Giovanni, be aware, technically, Kodak is safe from you jumping out of his block if it's in the middle of a combo, okay? Just remember that. But if he hits you with a regular shield slam, he can leave. That's out of range. Nope. Good job, Demeter. You got 1 win. Do it again. Giovanni, be aware to get out of the block. Or rather, to get out of that breaker. It daily has to be a neutral breaker. It has to be one way you're not in the middle of a combo, where you can activate the card the moment you get hit. It's the only way you can land it first.
3, 2, 1, go!
Random breaker. Hammer time to land in the middle of neutral. Well then. That's a charge. If you see a random shield slam, you know you can use the block. He's not doing that, Geki. That's the wrong word. He's not gonna just insult him for no reason. But yeah, this match, this one decided to go in Jack's favor for now. And that's... lag? Who knows? Well, it's not a great situation to be in. Now it's 1-1 again. At least you got a win. But Jack is on set point for the entire theme.
2, 1, go!
Well, that didn't help. We both ran into each other, but that is what happens. Eesh. Not good. Capra combo pokes into awkward kick. Nope, pokes again, and now we'll just reset back to neutral. Pokes. Nope, no ram rage allowed. You're not in neutral, so you can't spam it. You can't spam the block as soon as possible. Big horn, and hammer time. Not good of a situation to be in. One single breaker is enough to knock him out, just because it leads to a combo with the primary. And Code has a lot of work to catch up on. I ran into that one. And Mita didn't run forwards. Okay. That's a stun. Punch in the face. Nope. Bonked him in the head again. They got into a bit of. They got into too much of a. They got a bit too heated in their arm wrestling match. They started headbutting. I'm getting delayed. Sad. Yeah. Giovanni versus Geki. Go ahead. Giovanni, you're allowed to re-enter. Your match has been voided. Someone's lagging too much. Seriously? There's zero reason to use Ninja Billy. Can we be thematic with the blue? Can we? No, we just have to bring the ninja because it's cheaper. Alongside the retard that's trying to be named Jojo that's grinding the same assists. Again, that is clearly incapable of using their leader. Be aware they're not even going to be able to use their character because we already know they're going to taunt, which is not allowed. If they do so, they show that they can't even be represented. Lessons no better and still boring. Giovanni, you're allowed to re-enter. You're fighting Geki. Budget was a bit too much of an outside influence there. No, Florsian, it's just more like someone else is being too fast because Giovanni's not being allowed to enter the code. Geki's getting the chance to fight him instead because Mita is having too much outside influence. Here we go! Poke! Nope! Headbutt! Hammer time! Nope! Roll hammer time to break everything! Yet somehow. You claim you don't have Ethan assist. Fine, thank you. Anyway, 1 shield slab, 2 shield slab. That was neutral, you could have seen about something, but then again, Ram Rage is not that little recovery. Oh. Nope, no headbutt allowed. Shield slab in your face. Nope, again. Get rid of your block, free up that primary slot. Oh no. And that ruined it. Okay. Remember, poke. Ah, that's a block. And you used it all the way over there. Not good. Not good. Send them flying! Ram Rage. Nope. Not in range. Pokes. Ah, you ran forwards. Kicked in the face for running forwards. Good job to Geki. Now you have to do it again. The problem here is this is exactly how this thing began for Mita. So, be warned, it could go the same way. So good luck. Giovanni, don't hold back. Represent your character properly. Same with Geki.
3, 2, 1, go!
Headbutt. Nope. Ah, there it is. Good job to Giovanni, you showed exactly what happens in this matchup as well. You think you landed a shield slap? No, you didn't. No, you did not land it. I leave. That's what happens. Long to the face. Nope. Again. Yeah. So when are we gonna get Tyler added to the game alongside a buff Dakota? Huh? When's that gonna happen? Ah, headbutt. Like, that's our situation. Dino Charge needs their update. When Snide gonna keep his character? When is Snide gonna be buffed and actually keep the way he works properly? And yeah. That's because that's how it's worked. It's not new. The block cancel to escape is not new. It's just more like who remembered to use it. And this is also why we ban Aeon and Levi in terms of using assists. They ruin things and do that. If it's leader specific, fine. It's kind of allowed. But at the same time, that's the character matchup at that point. And not assists being spammed to be usable at all times. Which is Aeon and Levi being stupid. So we don't need to see them. Just Lamb. This might be a knockout if you don't be careful. Very close. Capoeira combo to poke. There it goes. You made one mistake, Giovanni. You let your block continue, and you capitalized on it. This is why you can't do that. This is what happens. Coda makes use of your mistakes to attack back. Good job, but this time you didn't give him a win. So it's still 1 win to Coda and 2 wins to Jack. Just because you continue to block, you got him erased. Lewis, fix your team. Swap your assists and you may re-enter. Good job to Giovanni. You did win against Apogee, but yes, there was a bit of outside influence. Yeah, the problem here is I don't trust this person. Good luck, Vincent. You are the one that's being trusted. Be warned, Jojo. If you decide to start taunting and being stupid, be warned, you were not allowed to end with Trini assist. The match will be voided, and you will be kicked from representing the character. So watch what you're doing. None of these characters require taunts. You press it once, you're out. No one here has a super, so you press it once, you're gone. Be warned. Represent the character properly. Into a hammer, and there. We got 1 combo. Poke, and shield slap. Up we go. Be careful as well. If you know how to use it, go ahead and use Ram Rage. I don't know what your knowledge would end up being of the character, but good luck. Pokes, cancel. Bighorn. And shield slap. Nope, Chris Crush. Reverse them out of there. Staying in the corner, but throw them a shield and hammer time. Got a slam dunk. They be careful. And no. Another one. Decent bit of there because they technically only have 1 strike, so it's not assist spam yet. This doesn't count as the thing because there are specific limitations to the specific leader. But engaging like that is real concerning. Constantly. Headbutt. However, yeah, here we go. Nope, capoeira combo. Pokes and resets. Who's gonna have enough energy to attack first? Shield slam. Up, back away. And again. Another shield slam. Headbutt. Open kick. No, that doesn't run into it. And pokes. Yeah, good job. Good representation there. Even though it felt a little much on the assist side, it didn't really. You only have 1 strike. Coda at least has 2, but Jack has a dedicated breaker slot and 1 strike in his primary. In the same slot with a primary that does not start combos. That only results in a poke and an EP reset. You wanna know how bad that block is? Yeah. Well then. Very even at the beginning. Good job. And, nope, hop and kick doesn't go through. You decide to cancel. No headbutt for them. Chill slam. Up. Yeah, goes slightly bit forwards. And poke. Nope, nothing happens. He reset his energy for that one, but they didn't even start to begin with. Headbutt reaches. And poke. Got a shield slam. Not early enough on that cancel. Or rather, not safe enough. Shield toss. Nothing happens. Shield slam again. Headbutt. And Chris Crush. No hammer time this time. And we dash forwards. Yep, that was the only option there. They needed to either interrupt or block their attack. But they chose to interrupt. And it worked out in a better scenario. Sadly, this just still proves Jack's dominance in this matchup. Good job to Jojo. That was a good representation of the character. We saw with your other gameplay that you aren't exactly normal to play like this, but good job. If you can represent your character properly in a theme battle, you're welcome to just stick to whatever else you're playing like in non-theme battle related one, but good job. Nah, Vincent, Coda's the weaker one in this matchup. You didn't fail. You tried. Vincent, why are you back? Lewis versus someone. We're looking for one more Coda. Even if Jack won the matchup already, we're looking for at least 5 fights. Jojo, please do not re-enter. You represent your character already, please. We're looking for a Coda user. Please do not swap your character. I will say when you can re-enter if we need one. For now, sit out for a bit. That's all we need. We just need one other Coda user, please. Versus Lewis. Did you join already, Florian? Didn't I fight you? Yeah. I will say when duplicates are allowed to rejoin. For now, Lewis versus a Coda. We're looking for a Coda. One that has not fought. Please do not join if you have fought already in the theme battle. Just waiting and seeing if we have one. If you exist, you may join to just show you exist. If you have not played, but you have a problem with not having Coda for some reason. If you have Jack, join with Jack if you have not played at all yet. So we can see if maybe the other person can swap if they're willing to represent the outside. So no one else? Windows open. Yep, okay. I know he didn't play, right? Or did he? No. Omer hasn't fought yet, from what I can tell. Yeah. He has not fought. This matchup is correct. Good luck to Lewis and Omer. Please make sure to represent the characters correctly. Or at least properly. Good luck to Omer specifically. Try to give Coda at least a second win. While for Lewis, yeah. Don't fail, I guess. The character's a little stronger, but it's fine. Adam. A headbutt to begin. Was Omer even there? Ah. Charged into. Is he lagging or a little slow? His movements look a little slow. Nah. We're leaving this one. No. Not pressing any buttons, not leaving his corner. Nah, we're restarting that one. Sorry. I was about to say any coda is allowed to join, even if you played. Yeah, I would say it was lagging. Did you not see how sloppily he was moving? He could not dash forwards, he couldn't even press his button when he clearly hit you with a breaker trap. Lewis, you're allowed to re-enter. If we don't see a new coda, I will say when the floodgates can open for any coda user. So they can get ready, they can put the code on screen, but they're not allowed to enter. Never mind. Nyx. Reminder to represent the character properly. None of these characters require taunts. Taunt dashes are not needed either. Do what you can. You need to try to win. At least giving Coda a second win.
3, 2,
Good luck.
1, go!
Crush. Shield slam. Poke. Ram rush. Rage into a rush. Ah. Not a good thing to just stand in their face. For a combo, you get 4 hits, and that's it. Charge. Nope. Interrupted. Nope. Good job. Good job on that one. Hammer time doesn't hit. Now the Kemperor combo fully continues. Hoffman kick, cancel. Sad part about that is the fact that kick was literally worthless. There's no special recovery there for using the attack early. And then just dashing out of it. You don't even get a refund. Out of range. And, nope, poked. And shield slam. Up you go. Let's see what we got here. 5 costs. Ah, ran into their face. Just to get kicked away. Good job. One win to Nyx. See if we can get another win for Coda, and at least end it with 2 wins to Coda, and not giving Jack a full-on domination for this matchup. The caveman's strength is currently falling behind the modern-day bodybuilder. But for how long? Remember, Lewis, if you think you can land it, you can do Ram Rage, cancel, and backdash. If you're outside of the corner. Grass Crush! Send the flying! And we have you. Poke, Ram Rush. Nope, that's a shield to the face. Let's continue. Launches. No. 1 Hoffman kick. Shield toss. Shield slam. Up you go. There we go. Greeny, back away. Nope, no hammer time allowed. And that's a shield toss to the face. Interrupted again. And too many block spam. Headbutt! No. Chris Crush, get away. Got a good dodge from the Coda. Hammer time. No. Someone queued out the breaker a little too soon. No, you can't run away. Good job to Nyx. You at least got the second win for Coda. The sad part is, sadly Jack got his win earlier. Just says KR hit, but no, fuck down. Eh. Good job, caster. Let's see if we have any extra players that want to join. Technically, we've played our 5 total matches of the theme battle. Do we have any others that actually want to try and represent a side? She sneezed as well before. You people have already played. I'm saying ones that haven't. But with this simple thing of why we don't see a new one, we don't need to worry. Good job to those. Theme battle's over. Modern day bodybuilder has taken the win over the caveman strength. Even if you did run around with dinosaurs chasing you all the time and having to try and move boulders, didn't save you this time. The power builder, the not the bodybuilder, not the bodybuilder, no, the strongman. The modern day strongman versus caveman. There, not bodybuilder. That's just for show. The strongman build decided it's time to attack. There. And yes, he does have 5 bones in his thumb for some reason. 3, not 5, 3 bones. He has 5 fingers, is what I would say there. With 3 bones on each one. So stupid that he got nerfed on his damage there. But as I said, maybe we can see something hammer time. Put it down and start spinning and then launch them into the air. Mr. Cursed Fingers over here. I wouldn't say he really ever counted as the main one for this account, because you can see he's barely actually leveled beyond the other stuff. I think the real main one was for a while was Daishi, as you can tell. But guess what happened to him? Blackline Rush still doesn't do as much damage. Dragonometrini is pretty close to doing things as well, but eh. Yeah, we know that, but that's just because it's Bison Skeleton. Korag is just Korag. That is certainly a damage tree where I have barely any damage, but here he is. So yeah. This is no longer the theme battle. Anyone can join, can quickly battle. I just need to finish my supper. To finish the last bit of it. You guys can join quickly. Rip and just do a random fight. This is no longer a theme battle. Good job to the Jack users and good job to the Coda users. As I said, Jojo, the theme battle's over. You can swap your team. Cancel the code if you would like to swap your team. Just press the end battle at the top right. If you don't do it within 5 seconds after I say this, yeah, there we go. Team battle's over. You may use anyone else again. You ready, Evolution? Come on! That was a perfect chance to jump. Really? Again! That was a turn the thing into a forecast and then hit him with a corkscrew torpedo. Come on.
KO, you win.
You could have jumped over the strike. You could have gone ahead and turned the thing to a forecast and then hit them with a question torpedo afterwards. Come on. Be a little more agile with Drakon. Korag. The theme is over, I know, but you don't need to throw cars and shields here with Zordon. Especially since now you're fighting this. Good luck. You know what to expect. Yeah, but you weren't agile enough using that Drakon. Poison! Fire! Yeah, this is gonna be annoying. Wait. Yeah. That was expected. That was basically expected. Car! No. You survived longer than needed. You all know it's gonna be Camille soon, just be warned. Good. Catching up. No. Still slam. There we go. Ah. Backdash one too many times. Ah. The whole thing is, you can see with how JoJo's representing the thing. He can show he can be a normal person. Okay? You can represent a character well and using the leader as well, okay? But the simple fact is, you notice how the strategy of the assist spamming is a stupid, strong strategy. And that's the problem with it. It's the fact that it's too easy to get everything you want. But we already know that's how it is. It just shows what the situation is there as well. That's how it works, Spider. So one or the other. You're required to say exactly who. I don't think I have the assist on the ult. Obviously the main, but not the ult, probably. So just give it a moment until this stupid bug is fixed. There we go, we're finally back in game. Thing is, it won't matter anymore. Let's just continue what we normally were doing. So, I wouldn't say so. No. That combo is very basic and ends too early. I wouldn't call that one a good one. You got minimal amount of... You spent 7 energy to do that. You spent a little too much. Too early. I wouldn't call it a good combo. Yeah, no. There he is. So I don't have his assist for that. The difference there is, what are you trying to think of? Are you referring to his 3 cost? Because that's a 3, not a 4. The difference in 1 energy is a decent bit. Especially since after V2. If you spend 6 energy, you have 4 remaining. Most cards in the game end up costing 3 nowadays. So guess what? Now you have 6 energy, and you can do 2 more cards. Cam's combo stops after 1 card after that. No, I'm not doing that. What do you want? This is just better to do this. I don't know what you're thinking. Why do you want me to run that? Huh? Why you want me to run that? When I could just run this? I thought you knew better. Why does the code have to insult people? Why do you have to insult people's eyes? You just made multiple people type that. Only for one person to get in.
3, 2, 1.
It's Merrick. Red Slam! No, okay, fine. Nah! Really? Okay. That is a little stupid. It's knocking me away a bit too far. He's gonna lose the combo soon. No, you will not jump! Okay, so with this one, I need to do a special... Well, I need to do a very specific thing, but he's gonna knock me out here. Is he? Of all things! He was dead! But he was small enough! Just remember, I still have a 14,000 damage combo. But here we are! Barely out of range! The time stop isn't what was needed. What was needed was that first strike to land. He used the block in such a perfect position, he backdashed, and here we are. All the game had to do was line up the cards with rotation. Poison. Poisandra, poison, and other venom. Yeah. Okay. As I said, look at that. See what happened with Camille? If I threw a cake, maybe then it would have been a problem. But even then, notice how it just stopped. Notice how the offense stopped while I'm outside of my corner. No! Get struck by lightning! Grand Slam! And again! Up you go! Now with that one, we're probably gonna just hit them with this. Bonk them in the face because the primary slot, the middle slot got blocked off. Dear Florian. Couldn't even give him back his old super mode. That's the worst part about it. Remember, his release super mode made everything 1 cheaper. That was the only reason why it could actually have a 5-second limit. But here we are, and it's still just bad. I don't know why I pressed that button, but I guess we're doing a, we're just doing a Ninja Storm combo here now. Okay, fine. Ninja Storm combo it is! Prince of Paralyzer! Grand Slam! Be careful! Okay, fine. Ah, he stabbed it. He stabbed again. It didn't work, though. He gets hit by water, struck by electricity. Why'd you throw a toaster in your bath or something? Seriously. Why did you? Oh yeah, we'll also have a new theme soon. We're getting a new song added to the playlist soon. Next stream we should have it.
3, 2,
I wonder if Gek is here.
go!
It's Freesia! No, I'm referring to music. It's Robokai. Ah, that's not a combo! Enway has ruined that long ago! Prince of Paralyzer, you can use anyone you want to where the theme battle's done. Yep, shock page.
KO, you win!
I'm not speaking anymore.
Information, resources, you have everything.
Oh yeah, characters, theme battle characters are no longer banned. You're allowed to use Jack or Coda. They've battled. They've had their big show. They're no longer banned.
The whole world is kind to me, but sorry. Wearing a fine suit, pay my credit card, but
Okay. Yeah, I know. You said that earlier in the caster. Good game. You survived long-ish, more than most, in terms of using Lauren.
This is a space.
I'll use that.
This is a space. Can you hear me?
It was pretty obvious he was gonna keep backing up, so I had to dash forwards, but still. Shocking Pinch is a 4 cost that's still slower than this 3 cost. And no primary slot for me. Okay. Give me my block. Why did that have to happen? Yeah, I'm sorry about this. Yeah. What do you mean, explain? It's just because you were too high. You know that is the case. Blame the assist. I'm pretty sure that attack just never had a high enough hitbox on the sweep. I don't have my primary slot anymore. Game ruined it. As I said. I don't care what happens here after. The game ruined it by putting a block in the primary slot. Ah. Sad. Grand Slam Super Mode is more utility based with that useful recovery, or reduced amount of time you can recover from the launch. The middle slot breaker is the damage one, but it's not useful if you're alive after it hits you. He's still lost to Ethan. We know he's bad still. That's the problem. He's not stronger than Ethan. Korag, you can stop running the robots before I use the other words. Eesh. Strike, breaker. We all know what to expect. Well, did you realize it? There you go. You get launched. Like that, for example, that strike got barely an increase in speed and range, so it's really just minimal. Couldn't at least give her my block, could you? We fly! Yeah, that one didn't work. That energy regen did not work as I needed it to. Nope! And you can tell clearly that the other one is just faster. This is still a 4 cost. Don't. If you feel it, they will ignore you if you spam. Ah, Antonio.
3, 2,
Okay, fine, I have to do setup. It's all a samurai. Fine, I'll hit him with green samurai. Because the game refuses to let me start with Tori. The game has since refused to let me start with Tori. Ah, okay, no, not good, not good, not good, not good, ah! Okay. I'm getting launched. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine.
KO, you lose.
Haley's 3 cost is the one that's wrong, not the 4 costs. And that's the wrong one to compare it to. Literally look at the previous match, not the Antonio one, the one before that. Robo Knight. The way they changed his breaker, and now look at that 3 cost breaker. You can erase the dangerous signatures. That thing's quality is so bad, I read it. Every time I see it, I... Nah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Well, come on. Yeah, we're done here. I'm sorry, we're done with Blake. I want to go to you. I want to go back to using Drakon. Wow. Man, just because I don't have my strike of it, just because I don't have a block available, here we are. Enough! You don't get frame 1 invincibility! I think a thing I could do right now is just... Nah, it's not instant. Great.
KO, you
There's still animation to play. I'm sorry, we're done here. They really could have done something special, but no! Nick is the one who steals the thunder! Yes, I said Nick. Why, Nick? Go look at his super. Go look at the one where he actually uses it as a block attack that's both a counter and an attack. And guess what he can do? He dashes the full screen after he counters you in some way. And then still it's a better attack because its animation length is still better for what he does as well. But that attack is rare to see now as well. But here we are. Like, Blake just needs to be redone. Like, even his super mode being a more deceptive dash would do a lot. I don't know, make him be the first time you have 5 seconds of an invincible dash where he's just a lightning bolt. I don't know if that's really a thing that should be allowed, but he only gets it for 5 seconds on a super. He only gets once every match. Antonio's not broken. He's very weak to turtling still. Not happening! Don't even think about doing that, Korak. I said no. Get launched! He's gonna try and strike me, isn't he? Yeah. No. You let it continue. We have to do something. He continued still. Okay. It didn't even get a hit because it just doesn't! Didn't even slow me down at all. Stop making people type that, seriously. The only reason why is you remember, Antonio is still weak to just being breaker spam. You hit him with a faster breaker than his, he can't do anything because his strikes are multi-hit. You just block instantly and now you punish him. You have a block at least. Okay. Well, this works. No! Don't even think about it. You should not continue that. You should not have. That worked. Again! No? Okay then. Well, so be it. Well, at least you interrupted. At least you interrupted. Really? Well, you're not in range. That was just sad. Not that time. Not that time. To the corner. Again! Technically, he might be able to, just because it might actually be giving him dodge properties as well. And then he has barely any recovery. Why? I will stab someone in my HQ if they keep making the codes be like this. Wherever that is. Levi. Ah, yes. Levi's middle slot strike. The thing that will not register until I'm on the ground. Okay, well, I'm getting called overboard by that one. Nope. Not in range. Back away. Ah, fine. That worked. Yeah, you're not escaping! There's an example where certain someone didn't do the combo they were required to. She's gonna show that. Great! With the one of them, but not the rest. Fine. Sledge. Okay. Why did you even just dash forwards, game? There was a backdash that was registered there. Good game. There goes the middle slot not being used. Just because of Katie. Yeah. That's what I felt. just because Katie existing. It's just instant strike. That's literally just called an instant strike assist. The only reason I see it as the problem is just because she's a projectile. That's the only reason. Anyway. No! I said no. Yeah, fine. Yeah, there he goes. Up we go. Recover. 3. Actually got all the way to 3 energy. So be it. No! I still have dodge properties and game is being useless. Why do I even bother? What do I have to even bother with that? Just being useless. No! And again! Thunder Slash! So, are you sure you've been allowed to enter there? I feel like you shouldn't have been allowed to yet. You're not lag. Great. So we just lost the account? No? Good enough. Will you turn around, Cat? Around. Her face is facing away, facing that way. She was rolled up the other way. She turned her entire body the other way. The reverse croissant.
3, 2, 1, go!
Get rid of the block. At least that works. There we go. No. Oh, fine. Fine. Oh, no. Ah, of course you're in range. So be it. The annoying ties on instant attack is all that is. Well, so be it. What if I just... Nope, too early. Too early of a usage there when it didn't matter anymore. No. I have to do it. I have to do it. Come on. Come on, man. Why are you being rude? Why are you being like this? Don't. Don't be worthless. Yeah, okay. Nah, he knows. He knows. He's gonna use the super here now, isn't he? No, fine, fine. Why? You know it's undodgeable. But you couldn't just let me jump it. Seriously. Cats sleep all the time, that's not the point, Geki. And of course the Tyson didn't want to throw his super so I could jump it! It's not weird, cats sleep all the time. And they play other times and eat and sleep, but whatever. I will slice you down from the sky.
2, 1, go!
No! You don't expect that one! Ah, of course you're torpedo! There. Fine. Fine. Not good enough, but it's a fast one. Alright. So be it. Let's see. We go into the air. Yeah. Reset. We get rid of this. Now allowed a backdash. No! I didn't use it. No, fine. Yeah, he didn't let me slice him down. You know what? Technically, there needs to be a test when them both going to the end means anything. Middle slot blocked off. Wow. And you still didn't end up using the block anyway, just because you didn't have it. I really want to bother continue with that though. I don't know. I missed when El Diablo asked about what name is the song. I don't know which one it was when you asked it. Whoops. Two breakers. Another slash. Just torpedo. There you go. Damage. No. And again. You're gonna be in range? Fine. But that's on me, and then on me again. Okay. No. Okay. He's gonna scream. Right? Yeah, and he didn't even delay it. So be it. What if we just... Oh, no. Well, of course, torpedo. What do you mean delay? Reminder that there's always going to be a slight delay that everyone sees. I don't know what you mean by delay at that point then. Because that's just as... This is as close as this is the lowest latency I can get. That I know of. Yeah, it's a Death Ranger, apparently. Boring. Why? Just why? He's gonna start with a block in, isn't he? No? No block this time? Get rid of it. Again! I can get rid of my blocks while I'm in the middle of attacking you. But you won't know what happened. He continues. Good. What else do you get? Regular block. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be next to you when I activate this, so I can just be faster. Another Thunder Slash! They are not getting Casey of all things. Slice it down. Just so you guys know, there is a Drakon video in the works, but the problem is it's not gonna have commentary. However, there will be animations in it. This thumbnail is already done. The Sosa has finally shown up. I think. Unless it's another person that decided to name themselves this. Well, here we go. Nice little combo. Eesh. Oh no. Sad. Well, that just had to happen. He stunned me, but it really didn't result in anything. Eesh. Well, that's just happened. Speed. The speed at which he will strike you down. I still don't care about sports. I got spam. I just got pinged. And I still don't care about sports.
3, 2, 1.
Ish. Why did that just look like I didn't get launched as high? But of all things, it had to be Katie again. No matter how it is, she's currently right now the only one that's being an actual annoyance. Yep. Not negative anymore. No teleporting allowed. Yep. What else would you expect?
Perfect. You lose.
Pretty sure I wasn't even gonna be allowed to cancel the thing to begin with. Nah, but that's the thing. The only thing about it is just the fact that she just gets to... It's just Drakon doesn't do well against her. I really can tell that much. Even if he can strike her down from the sky, he doesn't do well against her just because she actually has some other attacks.
3, 2,
That's just that. You think you want to strike them down? No, it doesn't work. Just because they're multi-hitting. There's nothing to be afraid of when using her. Why'd you forward dash, game? Oh no! Still in range. Really? Yeah, I'm going to do something to you next time you try to do that. Can we not? Just so you know, I'm going. Let's see whether or not this is gonna be a throw or not. That's actually the question. This is gonna be more of a question of is it a throw or not? Because I want to try and do something very specific. And not exactly what I wanted, but it's still it's about what I wanted. It's kind of. I want to strike him down in some way. I did jump over the 0 damage hitbox, but I didn't slice him down from the sky. I'm just casually dodging the Camille assist spam. Why'd you bring Sam?
2, 1, go!
Double slice. Oh no. At least you delayed it. Good job. Good. Good. Good enough. Yeah, I don't think it's saving you though. Let's see what you can do. And good job. I'm not sure how much longer this is gonna last though. Probably gonna use Rocky soon. I don't know why I blocked that. I don't know why I did that.
KO, you lose.
Good job. I think I got a concussion from the punches. The only reason I lost that one. Anyway. Good job to that looping cycle. It's just at least it's a 0 card usage just for that one. Because unlike a Black Dragon situation. But, yeah. You're not gonna land that again, are you? You got very lucky to land that one. Let's hope you can do it again. But going by Sam's logic, it's never gonna line up like that again. That's all I'm gonna say. Because it really never likes to be useful. Especially with the way Anyway decided to do things. Anyway. Yeah, no. Kicks there. Got a bit of a block combo, at the same time it's not. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I may have jumped there, but it didn't mean anything. Ah. Okay. Breaker. Yep. Where's the strike? The fact that it's a double crit. I mean, if he can try, if he wants to play again, he could just wait his 5. Might as well rejoin if he thinks he wants to say he can get it twice in a row. You don't know how long the luck will last. It doesn't last that long for me. Or does it exist to begin with? I lost the 50-50 again. Just so you know. I'm sure anyone can guess what I'm referring to.
3, 2, 1.
Anyway. No. Okay. Fine. What if I just... No. Okay. Set it up. You will not! Slice them again! And Furious Blade combo. There. They did something, but not much. They did something. Really? Where's your defense? That way? Okay. Kick. Bunch of strikes. You gonna kick again? Well, that happened. At least it registered, but that's about it. Right. 4,500. Primary spam. You know, the problem with that is the fact that he barely did it again. So, be warned. Technically, that one wasn't going to be allowed. That was very close to not being allowed an explosion. Be warned. Because you're required to use your middle slot at least more than once to land it. Be warned. We had the same thing happen with Lewis before, where he just spammed his primary slot the entire fight. And then used the thing once. So spam alongside the same normal boring gameplay. Not boring gameplay, just boring to look at type thing. Like just spam primary slot, kick, punch away, kick, punch away, kick, punch away, kick, punch away. Like, if we keep seeing that and then he just does one different attack, that's not an earned explosion. That's just a boring repeat thing, which is the only problem. Ah, you're not gonna hit that though. Never mind, fine. It is. We're not in the corner. We're not in the corner. What about now, though? Ah, yes, that thing still has a problem. Anyway, slice them down, and yeah. Like, the thing cost one cheaper just to loop it like that. Ah, yeah, someone's clearly watching to make sure the code doesn't make you type that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 7. Lauren.
Go.
No. No blocks. Told you. I think it's still not helping. Wait. Okay. Fine. Let's try and fix this one, I guess. Yeesh. I could have jumped that. I can actually literally just jump that. Would have been very funny too. Did you not undo my card just because I dashed? It's not a 25-second delay. It's not a 25-second delay. I don't know what you're on. You're the one that's behind. Fix your thing. Click the word live. Just your stream is the one that's behind.
3, 2, 1.
Middle slot it is. No. Above the table. Here you go. Then we're probably gonna have to dodge what there. I don't think no. Nah, instead of being normal, I had to. No, instead of being different, I chose to be normal. I think about pressing a block. Yeah. Okay. Sliced them twice. Punch the orb. It will make you explode. That was hitbox. Hitbox punch. That was on you. You through. Original bet moment. Whenever I get... Oh. At that point, it's different. And he rejoined, but as Hunter. Worthless. Come on. You played Sam! I don't know why you chose to swap to Hunter, the most useless looking skin in the game. Not a combo. Not a combo. Up we go. Well, at least that landed. At least it worked. There's your block, and you get it again. Good job. Let's see here. What if we just... I'm not gonna get slowed down! You can't slow me down from that one. You poke me once, I slice you down! You're just getting it late. If you're seeing it there, let me go ahead and just sync up my thing. Let me go ahead. Where is the true delay? Where is the true delay? It's a 3-second delay. Takes 3 seconds for you to see what is taking it live. Yep. Every time. Just because I want to try and dash forwards, it's just going to be a problem. No, fine. Okay, let's see here. Nothing. Okay. Push torpedo. There's a certain thing we can do here, which is... No. Not that. But it is a funny little thing we can do against the strike. Okay, let's see. What do we need? No, I only need 7 energy to knock you out. Yes, it did. The first... Okay. Spider, the first lightning piece did hit, but then it didn't because I jumped. But the problem is, it's still a block hitting a breaker. So the first it landed, the rest didn't get to slow me down. Really? Can't answer that one. So I don't know.
2, 1, go!
Well, Jackie. You delayed it too much. Yeah, okay. Well, that's gonna hurt. Well, I needed the thing to rotate, but here we are. You can poke, stun, you can shove. You can't do that. Whee! He's dead. He's just dead! He didn't do the proper cycle. He had the chance at the beginning, but he lost it. I think he got blocked off in his primary slot instantly. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna deal with anything special today. I think we're just done. Ah, Geki, what is there to drag? There's nothing else we really need to do for today. Yeah, no. As I said, there goes the thing just not being lucky enough. Onto the ground. No cycle. Yeah. No cycle. Again! Nope, and there. You were high enough so it didn't matter. Don't. Wow. Game said screw you. It is sad. I am sorry. Game said screw you. This is what I mean. Well, I think we're good enough here. This is the last chance. This is your last chance, people. Why you shake your head around now? Huh? I mean, a boomerang is not a new weapon. Technically, Samurai Yellow was a boomerang first, but it was more of a three-bladed one. A boomerang is not a children's toy. It's a hunting tool.
2, 1, go!
Don't get the thing wrong. Yeah, the Earth Slicer is basically a boomerang. Three-bladed. Well, okay. Well, he dodged there. Good enough. Okay. So be it. And still rotates. Still has enough energy for that one. Strike them down. No! There. It's enough. It's enough! Crushing torpedo! Fierce blade combo! You tried. That thing is not a combo. Not where you want it to be. Not where you want it to be. They will know when it happens. When it actually lands the first hit, it will be seen. Now for now, yeah, I'm gonna have to basically catch up on the corruption zone quite a bit. But we'll see who gets announced tomorrow. For now, I would say we did what we needed to. That's all for today. Staying with about an hour over. Nah, press something else is guaranteed to unlock. It doesn't do anything. So I just want to give you the Black Dragon offer on the main, but that's about it. Thank you for those that joined. That is all for today. I will see you in the next video, stream, or whatever you join. Goodbye. We'll see about maybe a standalone Wuthering Waves or end the stream again soon. It should be maybe tomorrow if there's enough spare time.